Yo, it's the Prelude dude. You ready to actually fix something? Alright, before we get started, real quick, good information to know is which cylinder is cylinder 1. If you come over here, this is the timing side of the motor. First cylinder next to it is obviously cylinder 1. This back here, cylinder 4. Now we look at the cap. If you trace the wires, you can figure it out pretty easy. The longest wire is cylinder 1 right here. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And honestly, if you just remember that, you don't have to worry about looking up your firing order or anything like that. Alright, let's get started by taking that off. Cap's off, sitting up there. Now it's time to take the rotor off. And I mentioned it in part 1 of Misfires, how sometimes the screw head isn't sitting there accessible when you need it to be. So now we're going to go ahead, I'm going to just bump the ignition, not try to rotate it over too much, just hit it just enough to give a little bit of a rotation up here, and hopefully it'll show up the head of that screw, and we'll just take it off. Ta-da! Be careful with this guy. Do not lose it. Whoa! No. Alright. I'm about the only person that actually thinks I'm funny. Now, I know it may seem like you're gonna break it. Woo! Don't worry. It happens. The shield pops off. It's okay. Yeah, see the shaft? It's kind of corroded. That's why it's stuck on there so bad. Because inside here, this is the collar, obviously grooved so it can only fit one way, but you know, there's some corrosion in there. It makes it stick. So don't be afraid to kind of pull. Just do not pry to any one side, because then you're going to ruin either the bearing in here or, you know, God forbid, bend the shaft. I mean, I don't know how strong some of you Hulk people are, but little guy, I don't have to worry about that. But you can still mess up the groove that this sits on, and you don't want to do that. Alright, so okay, so now we're at the point I got the new rotor in place and I got the new gasket on, because that is crucial. I probably should have showed you how I did that. Well, oh well. Use an automotive pick, stick it in right in here and just pop her on out, and you can put the new one in. But anyways, now we got the new cap. We're ready to put that on as well. No corrosion, thank God. So we'll go ahead and skip that on. Alright, let's get these wires on. Anybody remember how I said they went? What the correlation is? Or does it not matter? We can just plug them in anyway, right? It'll work. No. Alright, remember this post is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, cylinder 1. You ready to find out if we fix the problem or not? Moment of truth. Here we go. Ooh, still got belt squeal. We'll fix that later. But, idle down, idle down. Let's find out. Woo! Sounds a lot better. My only real issue is my heat shields are rattling down there. But otherwise, seems like the miss is gone. And, you know, the reason why I made this video is this is a common problem for pretty much any Honda. Almost everything that has a distributor is going to suffer from this issue. But it seems like these Hondas seem to really struggle with this. Every Honda I've owned, you pretty much want to just keep a cap and rotor on hand for when it fails. You can just swap the new one on. But I don't know, it worked. So I guess we just go on to the next problem we got, which there is a laundry list of problems, so don't worry there. I got plenty of stuff to show you. But you know, I say all in all, this was a successful one. I'm happy, because part 1, it didn't work out for me so well. But this time, it worked.